Hi my friends, I'm Juliet Lobo, back again, your HR enthusiast partner from campus to human resources, my HR journey channel. So today, again, I'm back with an interesting topic which is performance management. Many people get mixed up in performance management and performance appraisal. So I thought, let's make a video on performance management because it will give you a broader aspect to understand what is performance management, what is expected from the employee, how organization is supposed to manage performance, what is in it for you. So let's go ahead. So performance management is a continuous process. It helps an employee to build performance. So how is this performance judged? Every organization tends to have certain goals, objectives. It gets segmented into different departments, different verticals, basis that it reaches an employee. A sub goal is provided. So basis that goal, a person is requested to perform, get skills, learn new things, contribute. This is how a goal setting process works. Managing a talent, that is improving the skills of a person, helping the person go the appraisal cycle, getting ready for future workplace. These are a couple of aspects that come in performance management. So why is it important for an organization on an HR to generate performance management plan or process in the organization? Simple. It helps an employee understand the goals. It helps an employee to develop key skills in case the respective or current skills are not matching the job requirement. It helps to understand the job better. It helps for a free flow of communication between an employee and a manager. It helps an employee to get documented feedback on a regular basis. In consultancy or consulting organizations, this feedback process is every 2 weeks, that is bi-weekly. That means over an entire year, the person gets multiple feedbacks. It helps the employee to improve upon the requirements basis the feedback. So it's a constructive feedback mechanism. Now, from the organization's perspective, it helps a manager again to establish communication with the employee, set goals, groom them, motivate them, mentor them. If not, bring out coaching mechanisms to improve the performance. And again, the organization benefits at a larger extent because all these processes are continuous and streamlined to benefit the organization. Now let's understand what are the types of performance management things or concepts. First is self-assessment. What does that mean? Person has some goals. Person does self-evaluation of the fitments where it reaches the goals or are anything pending, how a person can improve from an employee perspective. Next is 360-degree performance management. So it means a person gets feedback from clients, reporting manager, peers, and so on and so forth from most of the part of the organization in which he is aligned to. Manager's feedback. A manager has to give constant feedback to the employees. This is also part of their KRAs, that is key responsibility areas. Then there can also be sales performance management in which there can be weekly targets to increase the sales, monthly targets to increase the sales. These are a couple of aspects. Now let's come to the performance appraisal piece. So what is performance appraisal? Historically, a performance appraisal was tend to be a year-long process, wherein when the person joins or at the start of a financial year of an organization, a person gets some goals. The goals are reviewed half yearly and annually. Basis that a person gets some ratings. Ratings can be 1 to 5, 5 being the highest or 1 being the highest. Person is intended to reach the highest level so that the person can get maximum hike in that particular organization. So it helps person to evaluate their standings in terms of the team standings as well. The person gets a goal, year long he works on those goals and tries to achieve them, and at the end a person gets rating. This is simple performance appraisal process. Now, ideally performance appraisal also enhances you to get promoted, or if you want to get transferred in other process, it may help you in that aspect also. How? You know that if I am in sales now, but I want to get into research, I would understand what are the requirements of research, because I'll know the job requirements of research. I can develop myself, I can develop those skills, and in case there are opportunities persist, I can join research team basis clearing the interviews by research leaders. For transfers are ideally at same level. That means even if you have a bottom or a rating 3, which is not that much bottom but an average rating, you have an average rating and a certain tenure, probably say 6 months or a year basis the organization requirements, and you clear the interview, you can get into research. Now, if you get a rating of 4 or 5, wherein 5 being the highest, and you qualify for a certain tenure, you can also be eligible for a promotion. So promotion can also be in same process or it can be in a different process. So this is how the goal setting or the performance management can help an organization or an employee. It also helps to keep the people intact, reduce attrition in case it's a proper management, because a lot of connect is needed, a lot of grooming is needed to groom an employee so that the person reach next level. Performance management can also include succession planning. What is succession planning? In future, say a month or 2, if a key leadership position, a person from a key leadership role is leaving the organization, a next person should be ready to be groomed to that particular level. So it is not one day process, it's a continuous process, but if it is a short notice that the leadership person is leaving in 2 months, a grooming should be very fast than the regular grooming. This is something about succession planning. I just wanted to inform you. I'll make a separate video on succession planning. Goal setting I have informed. So just one thing, performance appraisal ideally in large organizations happens on a certain tool. So the person gets goals on that particular tool. The person gets weightages. That means 100% would be the maximum. In that a person can have 5 goals or 6 goals basis the requirements. Then manager can approve those goals. Now what happens is employees get bucketized because everyone cannot get 5 rating. So there are very exceptionally performing people who can get 5 rating, that can be 5 to 10% of the people. There are some people who get 4 rating, they can be from 5 to 15 or 10 to 20% bucket. Major of the chunk, an organization tries to keep them in the average level or mid level. That means say a 60% people should ideally fall there. Then the bottom people who get rating 2 or rating 1, they can be 15 to 20% of the people. So nowadays organizations are intended to bucketize employees so that there's a proper distribution of hikes. That is what is intended. What organizations can also do is in nowadays they have started a trend of 6 monthly hikes. That means every 6 months there can be a performance appraisal for an employee and the person can get hikes. This is from the retention perspective. So these are a couple of things in terms of performance appraisal, succession planning, and as said, performance management is a holistic process. It is continuous process because every time the goals might get changed, you might need to upskill yourself as an employee. The person who is grooming you should also get groomed and upskill their skills. All these things are continuous in life. It's not just in one organization, it's across. So it also involves training plans. Suppose you foresee a technological requirement in future and the people who are from IT only know coding, and you see that there's a machine learning requirement. So these coding people can be trained on machine learning requirements in connect with couple of universities or experts so that their learning curve accelerates. This is also part of performance management. So these were a couple of things in terms of performance management. I hope you guys would have liked, understood today's video. So do like, share and subscribe my channel. That would make me happy, help me to build up more content in terms of HR. Do recommend this to your friends, colleagues, family. Stay healthy, stay safe. Until we meet next time, take care.